2 billion. Go ahead, go,
They
please.
spent two billion on Instagram for the email addresses.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow. That's what they that's what that took. Wow.
Because
For the email addresses.
it lets them reach more people, bro. It lets them reach more people, it lets them build profiles, more social profiles of people, and that allows them to expand their marketing efforts because now they can target more ads to those people.
Mm-hmm.
And so it increased their value because it gave them more people to reach. That was the most important thing. And so when you run a business, a lot of times your mailing list is gold. That's the most important piece of your business because if you're stuck like some storm comes down and knocks down everything, you destroy all your systems. If you have your mailing list, when you get rebuilt, you could just send out an email, "Hey, this is our new location."
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have that, you got to go through the process of reacquiring all those customers all over again.
Right.
I'm gonna talk about the entire process of building a mailing list and stuff like that, but I do want to jump into some of the meat of what we're talking about here.
Nah, that's
So the organic myth, or people think that organic marketing isn't enough, and the game is changing a little bit because the cost of buying a paid media, buying ads on Facebook, buying ads on Google, that price has been going up. So where I could just spend $5 or $10 on an ad in 2017 and make $2,000 or $3,000, which we did, you can't do that anymore. It costs more money. And now people see it as an ad and they'll block it or move past it. The power of the organic side, and I can attest to this. When you do organic, that means that people are organically finding you through whatever platform they're on. And we weren't selling ads, like we weren't designing. So the thing, and this is the example I'm using. So me and my business partner Mo, we sat down and we had recorded all these trainings about how to dribble and stuff and how to shoot, for basketball players. And initially it was those things were going to be sold. Like we were going to sell them bundle them together and sell them as digital products. And I realized that our social media wasn't growing the way we wanted it to on YouTube. And so I said, what if I made one of these things free and then clipped it and started posting the clips? We started getting calls based on people seeing that. And so I said, so what if I just take all of the trainings, clip them, and post them for free? And our YouTube account tripled based on me doing that. And that was about 3 months ago.
Oh,
and
wow.
we get calls because people have said, hey, I heard your podcast. I saw your training. How do I get my kid involved? That's the power of organic, because we don't have to do an ad telling people how great we are. I mean, it helps, but we don't have to do an ad telling people how great we are. They can log on and see, oh, these drills actually work. These tips actually work. This is a competent person. I think I want my kid trained by them. We established that, and we bridged a lot of trust gaps that most people normally have because we're actually showing our work. And that's the power of organic. So I don't necessarily agree that organic reach isn't enough, but I think it's more important than ever, because what I do is I find the things that people are responding to, posts that I post organically. And for those that don't know what I'm talking about, when I say organic, that means a post on Facebook. A paid post is something that I boost on Facebook. Okay. So
what can you do with that?
So
finish your thought though, but
yeah. So what I normally do, and I might answer your question in this. So what I normally do is I'll post something organically, and if people will start responding to it and sharing it, I instantly say, this is something I need to put some money behind, because people are already interested in it. It's gotten this far without me putting any money into it, without me boosting it, without me making it into an ad. It's already doing the work. So if I put money behind it, it's going to give me a better reach because people are already responding to it. So on Facebook, when you boost a post, basically you're making your post into an ad. So a lot of times we discount this organic stuff just because people aren't responding to it. And a lot of times the problem is you're not making stuff that they can respond to. You're not making information that they find useful. You're just talking about what your service is and how they can buy it. Give them something they can use. Give them a tip. Tell them how they can make their lives easier. Give them something of value and they will respond to you. But if you're just out here, just every organic post is buy from me, buy from me, buy from me, you're not providing anything. Your job as a marketer is either to inform or entertain, or both. You know, people are entertained watching people cook food and learning how to cook different meals. So if you run a restaurant, a camera showing how you prepare a specific dish, from ingredients to tape to plating for the table, that is very interesting to somebody, and that interest is valuable enough to get them to follow you. But if all you're saying is come buy my delicious food, eventually people are going to tune you out. Does that make sense? So when we're creating these things, organic is extraordinarily powerful, and it's actually delivering a little bit better than paid. And when you combine the two things, now you have a juggernaut that's going forward. So a lot of times people don't want to invest that time. And I've realized this as a business owner. Fearless, you can attest to this too. Either you're going to pay equity one way or the other. You're going to pay cash equity, or you're going to pay sweat equity.
Or sweat, you're right.
And you got to figure out which one you want to invest in. If you don't have a lot of money, then you got to put in the sweat equity, which means sometimes you're going to have to turn on your camera and show people how you do what you do.
That part.
One of the big things is, and I saw this, and I think I mentioned it last week. I was watching, I don't know if y'all watch Gary Vee, but I have friends that don't like him, but Gary Vee be giving some jewels out there. One of the things he mentioned, and he was at some live event. He pointed out this lady in China who is doing what is called social shopping. And it's more or less like QVC on the internet, like QVC Home Shopping Network, but it's on the internet. He showed this lady in China. She made $8 million in 2 seconds. And all she did was just get on there, show what she had to sell to her audience of people, and allow them to buy it. That is kind of the new world. So if you can capture people's interests, you're going to have an unlimited opportunity to sell to them. So I'm going off multiple tangents because I'm trying to prep before I jump into this thing.
So here's the thing, and I totally get that. I think that for me, my only reserve from that, I mean, being a life coach and philosopher or whatever. So I think a little bit differently. So if I hear somebody say that somebody turned on the camera and they made $8 million in 8.7 seconds or something like that, the first thing that I'm thinking is, how much time did this woman put into any of that stuff before she was able to get online and then do that? That would almost be like somebody telling me that one of the Kardashians had launched their product and then it sold $15 million in the first 2 hours or something like that, right?
Right.
First and foremost, it's a Kardashian. They already have a net worth of over $1 billion some dollars. Now, and that would be different if Kim was some chick named Tracy who lived 2 doors down from me. Nobody had ever seen her before. And she was selling mice for computers.